All right, now to this campus controversy. A recent op-ed states that 9 different student groups at the University of California at Berkeley's School of Law, so the Berkeley Law School, they've begun this new academic year by amending their own bylaws to ensure they will never invite any speakers that support Israel or Zionism.
The man who wrote the op-ed, civil rights lawyer Kenneth Marcus, joins us now. UC Berkeley Law, by the way, is his alma mater. Kenneth, great to have you on the show this morning. Tell us about this. What does this reveal? I don't know about Berkeley, the current generation of law students, perhaps. What does this tell us?
Good to be with you. What it tells us is that anti-Semitism on college campuses has gotten both worse and different than it has been over the 20 years that I've been following it, including during my time in the Donald Trump administration. It tells us that the latest battle in anti-Semitism on campus consists of efforts to exclude, marginalize, and silence Jewish students who support Israel in any fashion, which is most Jewish students. It's not just a matter of political debate, it's a matter of excluding Zionist voices from campuses.
Interesting. Well, here's how the law school, the dean of the Berkeley Law School, responded to your op-ed. What he said was what he, Mr. Marcus, does not mention is that only a handful of student groups at over 100 at Berkeley Law did this. It's important to recognize that student groups have free speech rights, including to express messages that I and others might find offensive. So he says, oh, it was only 9 of the 100. Boo-hoo.
Let me ask you this. Suppose it had been the mayor of Berkeley saying that we have only 9 neighborhoods where black people aren't allowed to live, but we have many other neighborhoods that are completely open to everybody. Would anybody miss that this is a blatant violation of American law? Why is it that the law faculty at the University of California needs to have this explained to them? You can't close 9 doors, even if there are other doors that are left open. Every space needs to be open to everyone.
Absolutely. That's what universities and law schools are about, free inquiry, free speech. I'm most curious about the groups, because one of the groups is a queer group, as they self-identify that way. And it's just curious to me. I mean, so Israel is probably the country that is most tolerant of LGBTQ in that region. Why would they join in this with their own, cause?
Oftentimes LGBTQ groups take anti-Israel positions, even though Israel is one of the most pro-LGBTQ countries in the world, and certainly in that region. And they do so as part of a broad progressive coalition. This is not just ironic, it's extremely helpful when you think about it this way. We hear from Jewish students who are gay or lesbian or otherwise part of the LGBTQ community. Oftentimes they feel marginalized on their campus because of their sexuality. But then when they try to go to the identity group that's supposed to be for them, they are excluded because they're also Jewish, and they don't want to compromise the Zionist aspect of their Jewish identity. So for those students, for gay, lesbian, and otherwise LGBTQ students, this is a particularly difficult situation that's created.
Yeah, I would suggest that probably being LGBTQ on Berkeley is hardly marginalizing a status, but certainly being Jewish is.
Kenneth Marcus, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks, sir.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.